So, VTubers. VTubers are online entertainers that use 2D and sometimes 3D. Yeah, no, we're not doing this shit. I was gonna give a basic rundown about VTubers, their beginnings, and their rise in pop culture, but it's 2026. You know what a VTuber is. Or at the very least, you have a basic idea on what a VTuber is.
But Ink, if you're not talking about VTubers, why is there a VTuber hashtag in the description? Dumbass nigga.
Well, for one, watch your fucking mouth.
Slap the soul out your body, bitch. Watch who you talking to.
My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah, it is your fault.
My fault.
Dumb fuck.
Look, this video may not be about the rise of VTubers, but it is about a specific VTuber that you may or may not know. And that VTuber is... Nux Taku! Please don't click off the video. Nux Taku is a YouTuber that I used to watch when I was a little kid. The first Nux Taku video that I ever watched from him was his 50 sarcastic facts about SAO video, because at the time I was obsessed with videos that had that type of format. Yes, I was unironically watching videos like 107 facts about high school DSC or some shit. So after watching his SEO video, I basically binge watched his entire sarcastic fact series, and I liked the content that I was watching, so I subbed to him. Now, by the time I subbed to Nux, he was already on some different shit. Like, he was no longer making videos like that, and I was okay with it because I liked the current videos that he was making. Then a few years passed, and eventually I just stopped watching his videos because I grew out of it. Now, the reason why I even bothered to tell you all of that is because current Nux Taku is nothing like the old Nux Taku that I used to watch. To put it simply, Nux Taku is now a right-wing grifter, and I know that label gets thrown around a lot, but no, he is a textbook definition grifter. Like, the slop videos that he's putting out on his channels is nothing that he actually believes. He's just saying that shit so he can pay his bills. And to be honest with you, I'm honestly not surprised by that. Like, if you told 12-year-old me that the guy that I was watching would turn into a mindless muppet that spews hateful rhetoric for MAGA conservatives despite being fucking Canadian and can't vote because he's currently living in Canada, 12-year-old me would be sad, but then again, wouldn't be that surprised. Because even when I was young and dumb watching Nux Taku videos, I knew that this nigga would say anything for views and money. Like, that stupid fucking persona that he had where he would act all egotistical and annoying in his videos was proof enough for me. He would say or do stupid shit like make corny music videos or put lolly porn in his thumbnails, and that would piss people off, mainly people on Twitter, and they would make tweets making fun of him or just insulting him, and then he would see those tweets and make a video talking about some mad lads, I got canceled. It was always the same song and dance with this nigga. And at the time, I don't think Nux really gave a fuck about how people outside of his fan base perceived him. He really only ever cared about his audience. But that lack of not caring about what others think about him outside of his fan base would later come to bite him in the ass. More on that later. There are many reasons why Nux Taku ended up in the position that he's in right now, but I'm just gonna be focusing on the main three: the VShojo drama, the Taiga situation, and the Shadman situation. Let's talk about the VShojo drama first. VShojo is, or was, a talent agency for VTubers. It was similar to HoloLive, but you were actually given a lot more freedom. Like, if somebody left VShojo, they were able to keep their models and their IPs, and they would be able to still use them. And VTuber agencies also take cuts from VTubers that are signed under them, and VShojo would do the same, but they wouldn't take as much money as somebody like HoloLive or some shit. Well, that's before they decided to pocket thousands of dollars of charity money from one of their talents. Some of the popular talents that were signed under VShojo were Kason, Project Melody, Hina, Silver Valley, and Iron Mouse. And fun fact, I was first introduced to the VShojo members through Nux Taku. It sounds crazy to say, but at one point in time, Nux Taku was bigger than Iron Mouse. Nux Taku was friends with some of the VShojo girls, mainly Project Melody and Iron Mouse. They would collab with each other like pretty often. Nux would show them porn on camera a lot. They were friends with each other, and everything was cool between them. Until it wasn't. On November 21st, 2021, Nux Taku posted a video called "I Caught a Swatter That Doxed 12 VTubers, myself included," where he talks about an individual that was sending fake emails to indie VTubers about being accepted into VShojo in order to get their personal data so he could dox them with it. This individual also had photos of the VShojo members and even Nux himself. The release of the video caused major backlash from the VTuber community and even some of the VShojo girls, where they accused him of not telling them that he was making the video and putting their safety at risk. Nux then responded with the video apologizing to the VShojo girls, but also pointing out that he got permission from the higher-ups at VShojo to make the video. And when Nux first released the video, the official VShojo account thanked him on Twitter for bringing awareness to the situation, but later deleted it after the VShojo girls expressed their disappointment with said video. VShojo then made a statement basically trying to throw Nux under the bus, saying that they never gave him permission to make the video. But again, in Nux's apology vid, he shows messages from higher-ups in VShojo of them basically letting him do it. So basically, VShojo was lying to save themselves. And when the community found out that VShojo was lying, all the hate that Nux was getting immediately went to VShojo, and for some reason, even some of the VShojo members. This led to VShojo making another response, basically taking accountability for everything that happened and apologizing to Nux. A lot of the VShojo girls made tweets apologizing to Nux, and Nux Taku makes a video called Moving Forward, where he basically puts the whole situation behind him and said that he's not going to be talking about the drama anymore, while also accepting the VShojo girl's apology. Now, was Nux wrong in this situation? In my opinion, no. The whole reason why Nux even decided to make the first video to begin with was to warn smaller creators about the fake emails that are getting sent around. I also don't think the VShojo girls were wrong either, considering that Doxer had their personal information, and they were scared that Nux's video would do more harm than good by encouraging said Doxer to posting them on the internet. The people that I believe that were in the wrong was the company VShojo itself, for giving Nux permission to make the video and then not telling their talents about it. So Nux is in the clear for this drama. Can't really say the same for the next two though. Bongo Taiga is a VTuber that was falsely accused by former fans of being a groomer and pedophile. And I know what you might be thinking, why would somebody put false allegations on a content creator that they used to watch? Well, the group was led by a very wealthy guy that had romantic feelings for Taiga, and he would also send him a fuck ton of money, and when Taiga rejected him, he got mad and he assembled a team full of ex-mods in order to spread fake allegations about them. Now you might be wondering, what the fuck does this have to do with Nux? Well, in a video with Moist Critical, Nux Taku says this about the Taiga situation.
Left to
tutoring money.
Is this Hololive?
No, Taiga is an indie streamer who, I don't know the whole story, but Taiga was outed to be a
Yes, Nux told Charlie that Taiga was a pred. All because an unnamed friend of Nux's told him that Taiga was a pedophile, and he didn't bother to do any type of research in order to figure out if the information was true or not. This then led to Nux Taku's and Moist Critical's audience going to Taiga's YouTube channel and mass reporting it. Nux basically ruined Taiga's career and public perception on the internet. As a result of Nux saying what he said in that video, multiple VTubers and content creators stayed far away from Taiga. Years later, Taiga dropped a video calling out Nux for pushing false allegations about him to Moist Critical and his audience without fact-checking if they were true or not. This then led to other YouTubers talking about the situation, bringing it to light even more. Nux then made a video apologizing to Taiga and admitting that he handled the situation poorly. Taiga then responded with a video of his own called Nux Can't Stop Lying, where he says that he doesn't accept Nux's apology because it contains misinformation about the situation to make Nux look better, and how the apology was long overdue because by the time Nux posted it, it had already been 2 years since this whole situation happened and people's minds were already made up. And that was pretty much the end of the drama. Now, was Nux in the wrong for that situation? Yes, absolutely yes. Nux pushed false allegations about Taiga being a pedophile to millions of people, which ended up ruining Taiga's reputation. And you know what? Taiga is completely justified in not accepting Nux's apology because, keep in mind, Nux waited 2 years to even address this whole situation. And by the time he did, again, it was already too late because niggas already had their minds made up that Taiga was a pedophile. And if we're being real, the only reason why Nux even made an apology video to begin with was because multiple YouTubers were calling him out and bringing up the situation. If Taiga's first video never got the attention that it did, Nux would have never brought up the situation ever again. He would have swept it under the rug. Now, there's a lot of things that I left out about this drama because I'm only summarizing this shit. I'm not going over the full thing. There's a lot of things that Taiga's harassers did to him that I did not mention. There's a lot of things that Nux did to Taiga that I did not mention. So I highly recommend that you do your own research into this topic, into this whole situation, because me summarizing it is not going to do the whole thing justice. So if you have the time, do your own research into this topic. Like the fact that Nux Taku gets more hate for being parasocial with Jaden Animations than he does for ruining a VTuber's career is just crazy to me. Now, this situation in the VShojo drama kind of sparked the beginning of the end of Nux's career. A good portion of the people in the VTuber community didn't like Nux because the whole VShojo drama that happened a few years back. So this whole situation made niggas not like him even more. So yeah, that was the Taiga situation. But we still have one more drama that we need to talk about, and that is the Shadman situation. Shadman was a notorious pedophile that was extremely popular back in 2015 to 2018. He's known for being an edgy creep that drew Keemstar's 11-year-old daughter at the time sucking Donald Trump's dick, as well as making porn of actress Daphne Keem, who was also 11 at the time. Years later, after Shadman got canceled for being a pedophile, the whole Chris Tyson situation happened. Someone on Twitter would then make a thread of a bunch of YouTubers that used to interact with Shadman, and guess who was on that list? You guessed it, Nux Taku. Nux would use Shadman's art in his thumbnails and would also try to befriend Shadman on numerous occasions. Nux would later claim that he wasn't trying to be buddy-buddy with Shadman at all. He was trying to get him in a Discord call so he could roast him and turn it into a video. But come on, nigga. No, you fucking weren't. You mean to tell me that you were gonna get Shadman, who was extremely popular at the time, that had people like Belle Delphine, too mad, and Chris Tyson dick sucking him in a Discord call so you can make fun of him and roast him for being a weirdo? Stop it. You knew he had motion at that time. You knew he had clout. You wanted that clout for yourself. Stop trying to lie about it. And it was this drama right here that was the final nail in the coffin for Nux. After this whole situation, nobody wanted to be associated with Nux. Everybody that he used to collab with either publicly or privately cut him off. So what did Nux do? Well, I'll tell you. He started grifting. And it's kind of sad too, because Nux went from making videos with Moist Critical and Iron Mouse to people like Tectone and who the fuck is this nigga? And it's crazy too, because Nux is 30 years old. He's a 30-year-old Jewish man making right-wing slop content for people that don't even like him. For him, they just like the shit that he's saying. And it's sad because he used to have a community that actually gave a fuck about him, but his actions pushed him all away. Honestly, it kind of makes me wonder if Nux is gonna continue making this type of content. Because again, Nux Taku is a 30-year-old Canadian Jewish man making videos dick-sucking Trump. Like, is he gonna be making these type of videos in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 15 years? Who knows? Maybe he'll go back to his roots and start making anime videos again. Or maybe he'll just start grifting something else. Wouldn't really matter to me though. I stopped watching this nigga a long time ago. Nux, if you're watching this video, you're probably not watching this video, but for the slight chance that you are watching, I have a few things I would like to say to you as somebody who used to be a fan of yours. For one, I hope you're doing okay. As much as I don't like you, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda worried about you. You sound like you wanna blow your brains out in your new videos. Two, I hope you grow and learn from the many mistakes that you made in your past and the many mistakes you're gonna make in the future. And the final thing that I'm gonna say to you is that you used to have a huge audience that cared about you, but your behavior and your actions pushed them all away. And now you're left with an audience that doesn't give a fuck about you or you. They only care about you because you're saying shit that they agree with. Which, don't get me wrong, you're still getting money. Good for you, I guess. I don't know. I hope the audience that you have right now is the audience that you always wanted, and I hope the money was worth it.